I think I improved a lot from the standpoint of mentally, not only growing on the field, but I think maturing off the field is translated to the field. Just knowing like the play calls and whatnot, and over this summer, like working little stuff like my feet. So I'm excited.
Look, looking back to last year, what do you think the problems were? Moving forward, how do you guys want to solve those?
Um, I think everything was just kind of new. We were all kind of like getting the feel for things. A lot of our guys in our defense, I feel like returned back. So I'm excited.
Yes, I'm sure all you defensive backs, heard Coach Elko after the bowl game and his frustration and things like that. So, was there much conversation among you guys about that and about all things he said?
Yeah, we just kind of talked about like the little stuff, like living right outside of the field, stuff like that. Yeah, he kept it short and simple.
When you talk about how y'all have done in kind of building up zone coverage, how do you feel like that communication's been and y'all's ability to kind of be better at that?
The communication's been great, especially in the back end. With our whole back, just about back seven returning, we kind of got more chemistry. So I'm excited to see how we play this year.
How's the competition been at cornerback for you guys and just some of the guys that have been in that fight?
The competition's been great. I feel like we have a really solid corner room. I think that's going to be a real strong suit for our team this year. Yeah, we got a lot of guys that can play in that room.
How close are we to seeing the best version of the Ricks? Let's say Dez.
What you said?
How close are we to seeing the best version of Dezz Ricks?
August 30th until whenever we stop playing.
Yeah?
Yep.
You've made that much improvement since.
Definitely.
What did you feel like you needed to improve the most on?
I mean, technically it was somewhat my freshman year.
Yeah.
That was kind of my first time playing. I think just understanding the game, I didn't know as much as I thought I did. I think our coaches did a good job of helping me, learn like little things like what the offense are doing. So the game slowed down a lot for me.
How much do you pick the brain of a guy like Willie?
A lot. Me and Will, we very tight. Sit beside each other in meetings and whatnot. That's my dog for sure.
Getting Chappelle back, what does that mean? And losing him last year, what about that situation?
I think that's very big for us in the back end. Rick is somebody who, he can play corner, nickel. Real scrappy guy.
I know in the past Elko has been real exotic on third downs. Is it fun to play in his defense on third down with the different things he can dial up?
Yeah, definitely. He do a lot of different things up front with the D line and whatnot on third down. So yeah.
And when you talk about Coach Elko, he said he's gonna have more hands-on this year. Have you seen the difference between this year and last year with Elko in the secondary?
Definitely. He's been a lot more involved with us as a defense as a whole. So I'm excited to see how that pan out for us.
So what's that look like? What's kind of difference from this year and last year for him being in the
He's just been a little more vocal in our unit meetings and whatnot, just stuff like that.
I remember that interception you had against Arkansas as a big play.
Right.
But you said you didn't know as much as you thought. Were you playing more on instinct than anything else
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah, last year I think I was playing a lot on physical ability. I think it's never been my ability to cover. I think I can cover any guy in the country. I know I can actually. So it was more just understanding the game. But like I said, August 30th through January, I'm excited to show everybody.
Dez, I feel like this is the first time we got to talk to you. Just can you share a little bit about just kind of how you ended up at A&M, just the decision process when that unfolded, and,
Yeah.
why you chose A&M?
Okay. Yeah. So I started my freshman year at Bama. Transferred when Nick Saban had retired. Coach Bateman, somebody who, so he coached my god brother at UNC when I was like in 8th grade. I used to go up there and watch him. So when I heard Coach Bateman was the DC, we kind of we connected when I entered the portal and whatnot. Then I also looked at our defensive line. I knew that like they were pretty solid, so it was an easy decision for me to come here.
What was your godbrother's name?
Cameron Kelly.
Okay, what about that D line moving forward this year? You lost a lot of those guys who you came in for. So what about the D line this year?
We still got a solid group. I'm very confident in what they can do and their ability. We got a lot of guys that can play in that room as well, so I'm excited.
And how you guys will get more pressure on the quarterback, because that was maybe a little bit of a problem last year, even with those guys up front. So how's that going to work? I know you're in the back end, but how do you guys get more pressure on the quarterback?
That's just more like I'm not really sure.
See yourself coming in, being used on blitzes and things like that. Those crazy things.
We got a little something cooked up, something like that.
You mentioned how you played for Nick Saban your freshman year.
Yeah.
Just him being specialized in defensive backs as well.
Mhm.
Just what was maybe the biggest thing you learned from him getting to play under him for 1 year?
I learned a lot from him, like from a technique standpoint. He taught me a lot that I still use to this day. Like certain things with like how I play press and whatnot. So yeah.
What is it that stands out to you about Coach Bateman and his style, and just how has your relationship developed over the last year or so?
Coach Bateman, he's a very authentic guy. You know, like he's about business, but he also keep it cool at the same time. So he's somebody that's very relatable.
What does a successful season for you look like this year?
Just going out there and helping us win, however that is. Doing all I can do just so we can win.
What have you learned the most about your defense so far in preseason practice now that the season's approaching?
I learned that we communicate way better. We got a lot of speed from our D line to linebackers to defensive backs. So yeah.
How much has it pushed you having Humphrey here and just having that competition?
It's pushed me a lot, but I wouldn't say that's the main thing that pushed me. This is my third year of college, so like I'm pushed by the fact of I'm trying to get out of here. If I'm honestly speaking.
I know Marcel and Ruben Michigan were part of that NIL video with Sonic or whatever. Did y'all see that? Did y'all give him any grief over that or getting to be act with Terry Crews?
Yeah, I seen it on Instagram last night. I didn't know nothing about it till I just seen it.
On the other side of the ball, what have you seen from the receivers, the new guys that come in? Who do you feel like is the toughest guy to cover on this top?
We got a lot of speed. I don't want to just point out one guy, but KC, he's very good at how he runs his routes and whatnot. Mario Craver, real twitchy guy. Ashton Bethel Roman, a lot of speed. Can stretch the field. So I'm excited to see how them guys play this year.